Today's lesson is called, Why Do Cats Do That? Day 2. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
I'm Roger. Today we're going to continue talking about the unusual and strange behavior of cats. Some people are cat people, some aren't. Nowadays there are more and more people who like cats. Like I said before, I think most people prefer dogs. Dogs are loyal and they're more friendly and things like that. Cats are kind of aloof. They're kind of in their own worlds and they don't offer a lot of love and affection. They're more asocial or antisocial. So I guess I can understand why people would prefer dogs to cats. But still, there are some people who can appreciate cats out there. They make great pets. You can leave them at home when you go away for the weekend. Just set up the litter box and they're good to go. Dogs, you can't do that. You have to have somebody come over and walk them and feed them and stuff like that. But in any case, the specific thing we're talking about is cats' unusual behavior. Last time we talked about kneading, which is where they kind of push their paws up and down on a blanket or on your tummy. We kind of explained that behavior. And also we talked about their head butting as a way to release pheromones, I guess, in order to let someone else of their species know they're around.
There you have it. That's what we talked about. We talked about cats and how they need. And remember, that's spelled K-N-E-A-D. Dogs are needy, it's true. N-E-E-D-Y. People need to take care of them and walk them and stuff like that. Cats aren't needy in that way, but they do need, and we talked about that last time. But hey, last time is in the past. Let's focus on the future. Day 2 of our article on strange cat behavior. Let's go ahead and take a break and get started on day 2 of this lesson right after this.
Cats are known for their love of sleeping in small places, whether that be a cardboard box, a drawer, or even the bathroom sink. There are obviously plenty of more spacious, comfortable places that they could nap, so why do they choose to cram themselves into these spots? Simply put, cats feel more safe and secure in small, enclosed spaces. For cats in the wild, such tight spaces help them hide from predators and avoid being ambushed. It's also a good way to keep warm.
大家好，今天第一个单字我们看到的是 cardboard。这个字当作形容词，代表硬纸板质的意思。例如 Please make sure to put that cardboard box in the recycling bin, not the trash can. 请确保你把硬纸板的箱子放进回收桶里，而不是垃圾桶。接下来我们看到的单字是 spacious， 这个字当作形容词，它有宽敞的或是广阔的意思，所以我们可以说 Jules moved into a spacious new apartment. Jules 搬进一间宽敞的新公寓。再来我们看到的单字是 cram， 这个字当作动词，代表把点点点塞进、挤进的意思。例如 Passengers crammed onto the crowded subway car. 乘客塞进拥挤的地铁车厢。接下来我们看到的单字是 secure， 这个字当作形容词，它有安心的或是物品等安全的意思。例如住在有门禁的社区里 Trisha 感到很安心。英文可以这么说 Trisha felt secure living in a gated community。 再来我们看到的单字是 enclose， 这个字当作动词，它有包围或是封闭的意思，所以我们可以说 A metal fence enclosed the school， 这个学校被金属栅栏包围。今天最后一个单字我们看到的是 predator， 这个字当作名词，它有掠食动物或是掠夺者的意思。例如 There were many predators in the forest that the hikers had to be aware of。 在这座森林中有许多掠食动物，所以登山客要小心。
Okay, so here's another strange behavior of cats. Cats are known for their love of sleeping in small places, whether that be a cardboard box, a drawer, or even the bathroom sink. So this is another unusual behavior of cats. They are known for their love of sleeping in small, cramped places. Okay, and here, whether that be just means and for example. It could be a cardboard box, it could be a drawer, or even the bathroom sink. So yes, indeed, you might find a cat kind of cramped into a small space. They're sleeping there. My goodness, there's a bed over there with a pillow. You could sleep there, or there's a sofa over there. Why not sleep there? No, the cats are going to be sleeping in a cardboard box, even a drawer if you forgot to close it, and of course the sink in the bathroom. In this sentence here we have the word cardboard, which is like a very thick kind of paper used to make boxes.
Roger, do you shop at Costco?
I do from time to time.
You do from time to time. They don't have bags at Costco, right? You can't purchase your stuff and then purchase a plastic bag and carry your stuff out of Costco in one of those bags, right?
No, you can't.
You might have to buy one of those material bags with refrigerating lining or something like that, and that's kind of a pain in the neck and also expensive. What they use in Costco is boxes. They recycle the boxes in the store, and that's what you can carry your groceries home in. These boxes, by the way, are made out of cardboard. The material that they're made out of is cardboard. Like Roger said, cardboard is just a thick, somewhat stiff paper that is often used in the construction of boxes. Cardboard box, the type of boxes that you carry your stuff home in when you leave Costco after you've shopped and bought some stuff at Costco. So that's what cardboard is. I think you guys now get the idea, so let's move on. The next sentence says, there are obviously plenty of more spacious, comfortable places that they could nap. So why do they choose to cram themselves into these spots? And this much is very, very true. My weird cat in college used to sleep in weird nooks and crannies and crevices, and I had a special bed for that cat. The cat could have slept in my bed or in its own bed, but instead it wanted to sleep in places like bathroom sinks and stuff like that. It's a weird thing to do. Why? Why, cat, would you not sleep in a nice, warm, cozy bed? Why would you sleep in a cold, cold sink? That's pretty weird. Anyways, we've got two words to talk about in this sentence. The first of these is the word spacious. The word spacious describes something that has a lot of space. That's all there is to it. And yes, why would you not sleep in a nice, spacious bed? Why would you cram yourself into a nook or a cranny or a crevice? Why would you do such a thing, cat? That's pretty weird. Anyways, we've got the word cram to talk about now. To cram something is to stuff something into a space that is seemingly too small for this thing. Yes, if you cram something into something else, you kind of fill that thing to the point of overflow.
Yes, indeed. Every time I go back to the United States with my wife and daughter, we always buy all sorts of stuff there and try to bring it back to Taiwan. And of course, we need to cram those things into our suitcases so that we can bring all those things back to here, Taiwan. And of course, spacious again means a lot of space. I could say, for example, hey, I know Mr. Lee just bought an apartment that has 120 pings. Ooh, it's a big apartment. It is so spacious. It's so big that he even has an exercise gym inside his own apartment. Okay, so yes, indeed, we're asking this question. Why do these cats choose to cram themselves into these tight spots? A cardboard box, a drawer, a bathroom sink. Simply put, or to put it simply, to tell you simply, cats feel more safe and secure in small enclosed spaces. Okay, if they're in a large, spacious area, they feel kind of insecure. They might feel vulnerable to attack from predators. So again, to put it simply, they just like these safe and secure small places. Secure basically means it's safe, it's protected, nobody from the outside can get into it, and they're enclosed, which means they're kind of shut off to the outside.
There you go, enclosed, or they're enclosed, I should say. They like these enclosed spaces that are enclosed. They like to be surrounded on all sides by something. Yes, here the word enclosed kind of means surrounded. Further, Roger touched on this. Simply put means to make it simple. Okay, that much is clear. But I also like this phrase. It means the same thing. In a nutshell. In a nutshell, this is why cats act in this way. They feel more safe and secured and unthreatened when they're in a small, enclosed environment or space. Now, moving on, the next sentence says, for cats in the wild, such tight spaces help them hide from predators and avoid being ambushed. By the way, it's also a good way to keep warm. So these cats are acting in ways that seem strange to us, but there's a really good reason for acting the way that they do. These cats apparently have very good reasons for sleeping in really small and enclosed places. They've evolved to act in this way because it keeps them safe. It keeps them from being vulnerable. It keeps them safe from predators. And they can also avoid being ambushed by being in one of these tight spaces where no one can see them, or they're not easily seen, I should say. And on top of all of that other stuff, you can also keep warm by putting yourself into a small space. It all makes sense to me. Now, before we move on, let's talk about a few things. First of all, we've got the word predator. Now, I didn't know this. I thought the cats were the predators, but apparently there are other, bigger, more ferocious animals that want to feed on cats. And yes, those bigger, ferocious animals that hunt and eat other animals are called predators. And this is weird because usually predators eat prey and not other predators, so that's a bit weird to me. Anyways, we also have this verb ambush to talk about. To ambush someone is to attack someone or something by surprise, usually after having waited for them or it in a hidden position.
Okay, everybody, that brings us to the end of the first part of our lesson for today. Let's now listen to the next part.
Although pet cats spend much of their time napping, they tend to come alive in the middle of the night. If you are a cat owner, you've probably been kept up by your cat yowling or running around the house before. It's natural for cats to be awake for part of the night, as their sleeping patterns are different from those of humans. In addition, house cats might see daytime as quiet time, since their owners are away, and therefore have energy to burn off in the evening and at night.
Okay, folks, let's get back into things. The next sentence of our article says, although pet cats spend much of their time napping, they tend to come alive in the middle of the night. Yes, this is true. These cats, they tend to come alive in the middle of the night. More on my cat in college. Very often, I would not see this cat all day long. If the sun were shining, the cat would be hidden away and would want nothing to do with me. Unless, and there were two ways I could get the cat to come out. One would be to order pizza. Did the cat like eating pizza? No. The cat liked sitting on top of the warm pizza box. So that was the one way I could get the cat to come out of hiding. Number two would be to read. If I sat down on the couch or laid down on the couch and started to read, the cat would invariably come downstairs, lay on my belly, and try to keep me from reading. My cat was a weird cat. Now, one thing about my cat that was typical apparently, or my cat did act typically in this way, the cat did tend to come alive in the middle of the night. The cat would jump on top of the bed in the middle of the night and want me to pet it. If I did not pet it, it would bite me. Yes, this cat was pretty much terrible and strange and weird. I think the cat, the poor thing, was demented.
Does sound like that. Sounds like it was a little crazy. So it is true that they spend a lot of time napping during the day, but still, they come out at night. They are active at night. I guess we could say they are nocturnal animals, or animals that are active at night. And if you are a cat owner, you've probably been kept up by your cat yowling or running around the house before. So yes, indeed, if you are a cat owner, you are familiar with this situation. You may have been kept up. This verb phrase, to keep up, means somebody prevents you from sleeping. You could be kept up by your neighbors making noise, and therefore you can't sleep. In this particular case, it's already maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. It's time to go to bed. But my goodness, your cat is making all sorts of noise. The cat is yowling. Now, cats make several kinds of noises. Of course, we all know they're meow, meow, when they're hungry or something. But then when they're really being obnoxious, they make their meows much longer. meow. That's kind of like yowling, as if they're getting ready to fight another cat. And if you hear a cat yowling, it's very difficult to sleep.
Now, something just struck me, okay? Wolves and dogs howl. Cats yowl. So maybe yowling is kind of like howling for cats. I don't know if that's true or not, but yes, when cats yowl, they do release like a loud, plaintive cry, and Roger did a very good job illustrating that sound or giving us a sample of that sound. But yeah, that's kind of funny. Howling dogs, yowling cats. I wonder if there's anything to that. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. The next sentence says, it's natural for cats to be awake for part of the night because they are nocturnal animals, as their sleeping patterns are different from those of humans. Yeah, humans expect everything on planet Earth to follow our lead and to be on our schedule. Cats, they just don't work that way. They're wired differently.
Like I said, they're probably nocturnal animals, so they want to run around the house at night. Maybe they're chasing after cockroaches or rats or whatever, and it's natural for cats to be awake for part of the night as their sleeping patterns are different from those of humans, as we just said. Now, in addition, house cats might see daytime as quiet time. Okay, so yes, indeed, at night I want to run around the house and be crazy and stuff like that. But during the day, hey, that's the time I get to relax. That's my quiet time, and that's because their owners are away. So yes, they see daytime as quiet time since or because their owners are away. They've gone to school, they've gone to work or whatever, and therefore, as a result, they have energy to burn off in the evening and at night. So they've been resting all day long, so they are ready to get up and start prowling at night. They've got tons of energy and they need to burn it off. That is true, of course, if you have kittens. They are very, very active, and it's a good idea to have lots of cat toys when you have a kitten, and make sure you play with them because they need to burn off that energy. They basically need to use it up. If they don't, then they're probably not going to sleep later on.
There you go. We're not being literal here. To burn something off isn't to actually set fire to that thing. Instead, we're talking about exercising or engaging in an activity. These cats are running around and stuff like that. We're talking about exercise or engaging in an activity so as to use up excess energy or calories or fat. Yeah, humans exercise, cats do crazy things and engage in crazy activities like running around in order to use up or to burn off their excess energy. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this.
Cats may seem crazy when they do things like headbutt you or squeeze into seemingly uncomfortable sleeping spots, but there is a method to their madness. By learning about why cats do the things they do, we can better understand our feline friends.
Okay, the last part pretty much wraps things up. Cats may seem crazy when they do things like headbutt you or squeeze into seemingly uncomfortable sleeping spots or need you and stuff like that, but there is a method to their madness. I think that's actually from Hamlet or something like that, but in any case, it may seem that someone's acting strange, but there is a reason for that. There's a method to their madness.
There is a method to their madness. That is, there's sense to what they're doing, even though what they're doing looks crazy or nonsensical. Now, by learning about why cats do the things they do, we can better understand our feline friends. Now, before we take a break, let's talk about this word feline. Okay, if we use this word feline as a noun, we're talking about a cat or a member of the cat family. As an adjective, though, the word feline, very simply, means of or having to do with cats or other members of the cat family. All right, folks, with that, our lesson on cats is now in the books, and it's time for you guys to hear from the Chinese teacher.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文第二部分一开始提到 Although pet cats spend much of their time napping, They tend to come alive in the middle of the night. 虽然宠物猫大部分的时间呢都会卷起身子在那边打瞌睡打盹，但是它们往往会在半夜的时候生龙活虎，这是真的。好，这边要补充的是动词 spend 的用法。spend 表示花费，那记得它是以人来当主词，用来表达说花费时间、花费金钱、花费精力等等。那常见的句型有2种，第一种是人 spend 时间、金钱或者精力 on 加上名词，那第二种是人 spend 时间、金钱或是精力再加上动名词。举个例子看看 I spent 3 hours on the internet， 或是你说 I spent 3 hours surfing the internet， 我花了3个小时在上网，那注意是 on 加名词或者是直接接动词 ing。 好，另外要补充一个片语是 come alive， 它有几种常见的用法。第一种呢可以用来表达说变得有精神啊，充满朝气，常用来指人或者是动物。例如 The crowd came alive when the band appeared on stage， 当那个乐团出现在舞台上的时候呢，台下的群众们都活过来了，他们都变得很兴奋，充满了活力。好，那第二种用法是表达说某个地方它热闹起来或是活跃了起来。举例来说 The street comes alive at night， 这条街道到了晚上就变得很热闹。好，第三种用法，它是用来表达某个东西它变得吸引人有看头，可以用来指某个主题啊，或是某个活动变得很有看头。举例来说 AR and VR technology can make learning come alive， 扩增实境和虚拟实境，也就是 AR、VR 这2种技术可以让学习变得吸引人，变得有看头。好，那接着我们来读到课文第3部分。第一句说到Cats may seem crazy when they do things like headbutt you or squeeze into seemingly uncomfortable sleeping spots, but there is a method to their madness. 当猫咪做出像是用头来磨蹭你啊，或是挤进那种看似很不舒服的地方睡觉的时候，这些事情让他们看起来好像很疯狂，可是他们的行为其实是有合理的原因的。好，句中的副词 seemingly 它是指看似或是似乎，那我们这边要补充一个用语是method to one's madness， 这表示说某个人好像他的行为看起来很荒谬，可是事实上是有道理，是有原因的。那我们可以用 there's a method 或者是 there's method to one's madness。 举例来说 I know it may sound crazy, but there's method to my madness。 我知道这听起来很疯狂，但我会这么做自有我的道理。别人笑我太疯癫，我笑他人看不穿。好，大概就是这个语义。那以上就是今天的重点整理，我们接下来回顾今天的单字吧。
Cardboard. We packed up our clothes in 2 cardboard boxes in preparation for moving. Spacious.
This is a very spacious dining room. It can fit 20 people.
Cram. Julie managed to cram herself inside the crowded MRT just before the doors closed. Secure. I hope you feel secure enough to bring up any problems you have. Enclose. Our yard is enclosed by a fence and locked gate. Predator. Make sure to keep an eye out for predators while you're camping.
Discussion starter starts now.
The time has now come for us to have our discussion starter. Which strange cat behavior were you most surprised by?
It was surprising to learn that kneading was actually a thing, because I did have a cat in college, and I don't remember this cat ever kneading. I don't think I saw it knead once. But again, my cat was a weird cat, so maybe I shouldn't think about this cat as being typical in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I didn't realize that cats are afraid of cucumbers, and the reason is they think they're snakes. So therefore, they jump high in the air because they think the cucumber is actually a snake.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.